Hey everyone, Captain Lonely here with the first ever video for my new channel. Thank you guys for checking me out. I hope this is what you like. I hope it's what you grow to love. Today, I wanted to dive into some new gameplay for the Nintendo Switch's upcoming release, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. Man, what a cool subtitle. This was almost suddenly out of nowhere dropped on us without any info or much leaks or announcements coming out. So heavily anticipated, although very surprising. This sequel is, well, it's a sequel to a game called Hyrule Warriors, if you couldn't guess. Game that saw life on the footnote of a console, the Wii U, in 2014. It was ported over to the handheld Nintendo 3DS, one of my personal favorites, as Hyrule Warriors Legends with some updates. And then finally, because why not Nintendo, ported again to the Switch in 2018 as its definitive edition in the spring. To be honest, I haven't played Hyrule Warriors in any condition, but I'm excited to check the sequel out with you guys. For the record, I am an avid and qualified fan of Musou type games, warrior games, referred to in the West, so I feel pretty confident that I can provide some useless commentary and near meaningless first impressions here for you guys. If you've never played any of these, simply put Warriors or Musou type games, they all fit a similar bill of style. Koei has handled Dynasty Warriors for over 20 years. It started, believe it or not, as a one-on-one fighting game in 1997, uh, alongside competition like Dreamcast Soul Calibur and Sega's Virtua Fighter series. Over the years, it's developed into almost its own genre of hack and slash, referred synonymously to as Musou or simply Warriors. The series has had its ups and downs, certainly. It's unapologetic in its basic formula, but at its best, it's downright stupid fun when done well. I'm particularly fond of the PlayStation 3 and 4 titles, Dynasty Warriors Gundam. And you need to stop this video right now, honestly, and pick up a copy of that if you're a fan of either Gundam or Warriors, and certainly if you are of both, if you haven't checked them out yet. Here we have that same great Warriors formula snapped into the world and lore of Hyrule, Link, and The Legend of Zelda. Fanboys and girls dreaming of Breath of the Wild 2. This should be a fun title to hold you over with some good action and familiar characters. For those who couldn't care less about Zelda, this should be a high-polish, AAA hack-and-slash game with some good action, depth, and perfect for zoning out and listening to a podcast with, if I know anything about the genre. Without further wait, let's get to the gameplay. Let's do this and let Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity do the talking. All right. So, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity coming out November 20th, 2020. November 20, 2020. Firing up the demo version now. I love free demos. If you guys on the Nintendo Switch aren't capitalizing on that, Dragon Quest has one of the best ones out right now. You really do need to jump in. Anybody watching this can actually go and download the free demo. With that being said, this game uses an automatic saving system, guys. Please do not close the game or turn off the power while the game is saving. Otherwise, bad will happen to you. Okay. Oh, we have some guardians. Oh, this is cool. Nice. This must be the Calamity War. Oh, that's a cool scene. Hyrule Castle. Seen better days. It's a good shot. Hyrule Warriors. Already doing a good job of kind of drawing us into what it has. Age of Calamity. Get some Triforce action going on. Good deal. Epic. Wonder who that is. Oh. Oh, get out of here. That's adorable. The tiny little guardian. Seems like he's taking a page out of,
I must protect everyone.
sorry, it's captivated Star Wars. She must protect everyone, guys. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. This little buddy has stuff going on, doesn't he? Ooh. Oh, that's not good news. Getting targeted. If you've played Breath of the Wild, that's a bad, anxious feeling. That targeting system, that laser. Oh, there he goes. Here's hoping that little guy's the main character for the game. There we go. We have a little bit of the lore for Breath of the Wild. A Tale of the Champions. A diminutive garden. You travel backward through time. Oh, that's what happens in time travel. Now we know. And the great calamity they faced. I'll let you guys read this while I talk a little bit and fill up time as the cinematic rolls. If you guys have never played Musou type games, Dynasty Warrior games, they're known for kind of being able to spill into and swim through enemies, almost like a Disgaea cartoony amount of KOs are going to be coming your way in these types of games. A lot of people call them button smashers. Those people wouldn't be wrong necessarily. That's a beautiful scene. You do smash a lot of buttons. The strategy in Musou comes from controlling battlefields or little sections of the maps. Usually those small sections are filled with generals, you know, a strong character, a title character, and then a bunch of minions or smaller, weaker type of troop. And so you'll go through and pretty much target, knock out the general, depending on where the story is and how it'll take you. Years have passed quickly since Calamity Ganon. And then overall, what really happens and where the strategy comes in, while you're button smashing, you are pretty much controlling through choke points and different areas on the map, the greater army. So it is a button smasher, but you really do need to keep in mind that the strategy, when done well, sometimes that becomes very stale, that formula in the Dynasty Warriors games. Fans of the series don't hate me, but you can't disagree. That's cool with the army lined up like that. They do become button smashy, but the real strategy, again, when done well, is map control. You're fighting a battle as an individual, so it's pretty interesting. You go through and you upgrade, level equipment, and grind while you're smashing all those buttons. The Battle of Hyrule Field, here we go. We're in. This is Link. Fire the cannons now. Blast those monsters off the plane. Let's get going, guys. Talk a little bit about... Ooh, that is a quick, sensitive camera. So regular attack is X. Right here. Check this out. Here we go. Do a strong attack. Whoops. Alright. Unique action Z, R. Oh, look at that. What? That's interesting. You don't actually fire the arrow. You just kind of target up and then it goes. Whoop. I can probably use that more effectively than what I just did there. Already, first impressions, it's controlling exactly like I expected it to. It's a hack and slash. This is a really, really tight camera. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me or give you guys seasickness watching this. I'll try to keep it to a minimum swing. Cameras are notoriously an issue for these games because you're constantly going 360, just swimming through, trying to hunt down all your enemies and whack them to death. Special attack A. Let's try that when we can. Before I head into that Bogoblin horde, tear me apart in the comments. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Oh, I didn't get a chance. I was going to use the A. Let's use the A on them in the second we can, right? See what that attack is. Shut the gate, prevent their retreat. We've got them now. So that's kind of cool. You have a little bit of dialogue. Looks like how they're going to present the story to you. Special attack A. Well, I'm in a whole nother area. Okay, cool. We still have our special attack, it looks like. So in the top left on your screen, you have the famous Link's heart capsules. Looks like you start with 4 here. In Breath of the Wild, that would be instant death. That's something that you're going to find out quickly here about this title. Tons and tons of enemies, where they would 1 or 2 hit you to death in Breath of the Wild. We're going to be swimming through KOs. A lot more action-oriented. That's a cool scene, so it looks like stuff's going down here in Hyrule. Let's use a special attack. One of the funnest parts of these types of games is just the sheer carnage that you create during a strong attack. X, hold and release X to add extra. Okay, we've got healing items showing up. Let's see if that pauses. Alright, nice. It slows things down. So you use B for your apples. Under the heart container you have what looks like your special attack meter we still haven't used. Let's go now just to look at it. It fills up with each KO, it looks like. Right underneath that you have a character capsule, it looks like. Those are Link's eyes. Beautiful blue eyes. So we're controlling Link now. Pretty obviously. A hot-footed frog we just picked up. It's curious to see if there's going to be crafting or things in this game. That might be an answer some of you guys already know from the first game, but again, new to the series. Mighty Thistle coming in. Very nice. Defeat the Moblin on the right, so it looks like the objectives are going to pop up on the right. Already, I'm feeling this game. Let's find out. In the bottom right is a map. So you can kind of tell the blue are the good guys, red for the baddies. Why not? Lock onto a powerful foe. We're going to hit right. Okay, that's going to be useful to keep these guys in your sights. It's making me do it now to get past that screen. Attack when the weak point gauge appears. Dodge with B. That was nice if you guys saw that. That's quick and responsive. It's going to be very useful. Where I would have been dead already in Breath of the Wild, this guy's got another thing coming. Whoa! Or do I? Yeah, it's a little dodgy here, a little stodgy. Alright, cool. The weak point looks like it shows up in like a pie chart grid. That's essentially when you strike while that iron's hot, see? Oh, weak point smash. Here we go. Success. That's a good looking graphic. That was a cool animation. Great job. Let's use this momentum, guys. Take back the outpost. A little bit of loot. Open with Y. I've just played Breath of the Wild before jumping on here. So used to mashing A. It's the only button mashing you do in Breath of the Wild when you're picking up for crafting. Alright, capture the outposts. So if you look at the map, we have the glowing objectives. Straightforward. Let's go get us some outposts. Oh, trying to remember that button. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a pretty cool attack. And it doesn't seem to have a timer on it. So each outpost has a gauge. We're supposed to be defeating enemies to reduce the gauge. I'm going to take you guys through as long as I can without getting bored. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes, but this seems pretty fast-paced and excellent. I'm not wasting any time getting into this. If you notice already that there's a lot of mashing of the buttons. But it's very tolerable, if done well. Dodge at the last moment, then press Y. Let's try that, the Flurry Rush. Here we go. Guy's not gonna... A little scared of me. There we go. Just got a prompt for Power Guard. That was kind of cool. Oh, that's a cool close-up of the camera, and I am not playing well. too worried about talking to you guys. Let's get this done. And the big bogoblin. Alright. So captured, check it out. He was the general, I guess, of that outpost. We just knocked his head off, and there goes the outpost. Alright, cool. We'll head south and deal with the monsters on that side. I don't know if that means I should follow them, and it's not for me to find out. Little cutscene. This is before Breath of the Wild, I would have to guess. During the Age of the Calamity. Considering everything that's going on. And he found his little guardian buddy. Whoops. That's not good. Here comes Impa. Young Impa, royal advisor and loyal friend. Nice, okay. She's had better days. Sheikah Slate. It's about to get real. Give me that slate. Boom.
Why is this happening?
Again, this is Switch. It's obviously Zelda, but I love the graphics on this. Handheld and docked mode. This is looking good. Ooh, nice. Is that a tower? That looks familiar.
It's a tower?
Very cool. Again, I have not played Hyrule Warriors, but as a Breath of the Wild fan, obviously I'm very interested. Mechanics are tight. The controls are Musou. The atmosphere is Link and Zelda. This is awesome. What is that? But no, first I must deal with these enemies. It's not letting us get anywhere near it. It's kind of cool to see Impa. The captain said they're heading south. I'm gonna run right through this. For your guys' sake. Oh, choose. Or choo-choos. And remote bombs come in. With R and Y. Let's figure out, see what that's about. No. I lied. Let's figure out what that's about. Okay, a lot like the arrow attack. It's kind of just, you press it once and they go. And you can kind of control between each throw where they go. Here, let's see. Yep. 400 KOs, I told you. How many hours did it take you to get 400 KOs in Breath of the Wild? Oh, and another moblin, there we go. Whoops. Just chucking bombs down his throat. Oh. And then so also too, it looks like you do have combos. I didn't mention this. It looks like through all the button mashing, I'm starting to notice sequences. Weak point smash, nice. Captured, easy. So that's cool. The Y and the X are your strong and weak attacks. And our little guardian, if you notice, is following us along. That's too cute. Obnoxiously cute. That's awesome. And so if you do YYX, XXY, things seem to start happening. I need to figure more of that. But that's pretty unique and interesting. It's a hallmark of Dynasty Warriors and Warriors type games, is the combination of button smashing that happens. This is cool. I'm going to cut right across the map and go check out east and south and hit those outposts. I'm thinking that these guys need to be doing a more effective job against the goblins. Could be pretty obviously why they lost the war. I mean, they're acting like Musou. Honestly, these guys are just mindlessly roaming around. Probably not the most effective fighting force I've seen. And I'm almost to 500 KOs and just... They're lucky they have me, I guess, huh? Boy, Breath of the Wild is really making a lot more sense. They needed me. Again, this is pretty much identical. I'm not going to say that, but if you look around, it's doing a good job of depicting Hyrule as we know it as gamers in this generation of Wii U and beyond, where the Breath of the Wild was first released and now lives on the Switch very, very well. Really good scenery. They left a lot of that intact. That'd be cool if you could pick that up. They left a lot of that intact, which is nice. Really does a good job of kind of bringing you in. Capture the outpost. There's 3 total. I'm about to come up on the one on the eastern part of the map. Oh, I just had a guess, and it is the same button to defend with your shield as Breath of the Wild. It's the ZL trigger. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever really guarded very much in a Warriors game. It's definitely a Breath of the Wild favorite. Was Alphos. See, this is where these poor soldiers are needing some help. This is rough. Was Alphos, like, those are some 1-2 hitters, especially with 5 hearts. That's not going to be fun. Just swimming through them. Oh, nice! A tree fell. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay. Hyrule, Age of Calamity, destructible environment. That's awesome. It's good to see. They definitely took their time on this, it looks like. And it's a treat of a demo already. Let's go unleash some of this A special attack. It's been a minute. Boom. Nice. Who's left? Anybody? Oh, there we go. I didn't even notice that guy. That's funny. I didn't even notice he was a general this big one. I was like, oh man, that's a big was and then. So honestly, the troops in this, like the basic was Alphos, these guys that are smaller. This one that I'm fighting is a little bit smarter. Obviously has more health. Oh, Krynosis. Okay, here we go. Nice. That's pretty interesting. And you can paraglide. Okay. They're always going to be weak, the general, or I should say, because I'm calling the other guys generals, the stronger ones. The troops are always going to be kind of fodder. You throw them around. I think the Begoplins are almost one-hit kills earlier. So that's pretty much par for the course. It's why you rack up your KOs, and then you really have to focus on the general through all of that chaos and that mayhem. And we can change characters right now. That's pretty interesting. Let's go right to Impa. Check out what she's got. Let's use her straight up attack. Oh, that's pretty cool. On her 3rd or 4th hit, she kind of summons these banners. Okay, I just realized what I'm doing. I was so excited to play as her. There is a wizard, fire wizard, setting me up. Let's lock on with the right. Nice. Generate symbols. Oh, that's her special strong attack. That's pretty cool. Oh, get out of here. She just summoned 4, I guess, Sheikah Slate? You know, like ghost minions that I'm like able to flank with, and I'm not paying attention at all and getting hammered because I was so excited by that. Let's really start Getting serious. If you can tell, this is really quick. There's a little bit of the frame rate issues that Switch is known for. Considering so much is on the screen, I'm gonna forgive them on how good it looks. I'm sorry, Impa. Oh, wow. No. Oh, no. I can't believe it, guys. I'm gonna edit this out, I promise. Oh, that's bad. That's embarrassing. I can't believe a demo whipped my ass. Alright. We can play as Impa. Here we go. This is not going to surprise me and make me that that excited the second time around, I promise. Let's get to this. So generate symbols. With R, and then X we bring them and absorb them. Now, alright. Power up special attacks by absorbing 3 symbols. Okay. It's a bit confusing, but now I just want to, on camera, show this guy what's up. Remote bombs, R1 on defensive enemies. Push them into a defensive situation. So immediately, again, this is like very cool because it's very arcade feeling, very quick, but it seems much more responsive than Dynasty Warriors, for that being said. Capture Fire Rod. I wonder if you can switch back and forth between Link, whoops, and Impa. Boom. Yes, you can. I'm gonna leave her be for a minute. I also almost killed her. She needs a rest. Link is definitely a lot more fun for me right now with the sword, but she was tight. I bet understanding more of how to play with her in combat, she's going to be a lot of fun as a character. Okay, let's capture these outposts. Woo! That was fun. So that was a combo I was telling you guys about. I got the strong attack involved at the end of my weak attacks. Like 2 weak attacks, 1 strong. I just went blue shield blaze on them with that. That was cool. Clear out a lot of these guys with that. This feels very much like a Zelda game. It at the same time feels a lot like a really, really good Dynasty Warriors game. I think they are setting out to achieve and hitting their mark with that title. Guys, let me know in the comments how Hyrule Warriors was, but this is very impressive. I can't imagine the first game was terrible considering how this feels. It's really, really nice to play. It's kind of a really good Dynasty Warriors and a really action-packed, really fun Zelda. So there's that. Very, very pleased with this action. The camera is very tight, which I'm learning is a good thing. If I just lay off of it, I was spinning it like mad when I first started, but now it's much more manageable. If you can tell, you can kind of inch around with it a little bit. You can move it very, very quickly. That's getting me too dizzy, but just to show you what that looks like. So it's responsive when it needs to be, and you can really use it responsibly and effectively. That's a shield surf, very nice. I'm not gonna mess with these guys. I got better stuff to do. Let's go south. Oh, that was cool. KO! Something I always liked about these titles, it's on full display here. If you notice that Link, you can kind of juggle. Boom. Guys in midair like that. The Goblin Fang, very nice. That's always fun, so you really can just kind of pour yourself. Hope I didn't waste that. You can pour yourself. Oh no, that's an awesome thing. Into enemies. I'm having too much fun. My commentary is failing you guys. Maybe that's all you need to know about the demo and gameplay review for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Speechless, it leaves you at times. Let's go ahead and get the party started. And there. Shall we? It didn't do much. Or I just didn't know how to use it correctly. Something happened. There's a bunch of chaos in here. Nice chest. Let's go get that. Open with Y, not with A. Need to remember. There's rupees involved. Again, I have not played the first game, but that alludes to you being able to do something with those rupees, right? Purchase weapons, upgrades. That's promising. From an outsider seeing this title for the first time, that's cool. Because I'm very, very much a Breath of the Wild Link Zelda fan. The more RPG elements, the better, and I like that with the rupees. We're at 781 KOs, everybody, if you're following along at home. That's the kind of numbers that to expect from this type of game. That's awesome. I've enjoyed every single one. Maybe not every single one, maybe one or two out of those 800. Were a bit boring. Fat chance. This is a really nice, really smooth, buttery feeling game. Getting sidetracked here. Let's go get that last outpost and see what we can unlock. Promised you guys no much more than 30 minutes of gameplay, and I want to get as much done as possible in that time, make it worth your while. Oh, very cool. That reminded me a little bit of the Street Fighter Hadoken Aftermath, just fiery bodies floating. Oh, this is where we use our Sheikah Slate. Not like that. Okay, alright. I remember now. Let's do it. Put your guard up, I guarantee you. The lock-on with the R joystick is very much a lifesaver. If you notice, you don't have to rotate the camera. It does it for you. On those generals, that's a nice touch. I'm not going to say that it's not been done before, but through this demo, it's definitely saving me a lot of headache. Alright, let's do it. Boom. So when they're guarding, you use remote bombs, and that's just satisfying as all heck. Let's weak point smash them. Very engrossing, very involving. There are some mechanics to get used to, but that's something I like. It does take a minute to learn. It feels like it might take a little bit less than, but almost a lifetime to master. There's a lot of fun to be had here with the button combinations and the Sheikah Slate being involved. That's a nice touch, definitely. I'm wasting time again. Let's go do this. Let's get my outpost, that third one. Oh, I like that. You can surf through enemies as you go. Oh, here's some dark blue bokoblins. They should be an upgrade from the red guys. Certainly. Yep, they survived more than one hit. That's just fun. Let's get 900 with a bang. 900 Ks. There's a lot of destructible atmosphere. I'm just gonna take a stroll around this town circle so you can see it. All of this stuff is really, really detailed. You can't destroy everything, as you can see, but there's certainly enough interaction. There we go, there's a table that you can notice and feel very much a part of the battles. Ooh, my goodness. That was a sneaky, some sort of a all-for-one club throw. Something with Musou games, if you guys aren't familiar, or if you're familiar, one of my favorite real-life depictions of that, if you guys have seen Kung Fu Hustle, if you haven't, you should, by Stephen Chow. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. The scene where the old lady landlord with the axe gang, they're just pouring through into the apartment complex, and it's such a fun scene that I think it's an overhead scene, and they pan up, and these axe gang guys just dressed in tuxedos and holding axes come pouring into the apartment complex, and it's just this one little old lady, and she's got a limp cigarette hanging out of her mouth, just handing it to them in the middle of it all. So there's that. I like that. So when the enemy, the generals seem to be the ones that do it, charge, you can use Cryonis and kind of knock them silly into the ice column. That's pretty cool. A fun implication of the intellectual property that is Zelda, and with Link specifically as the character that you're controlling. You see a lot of small touches like that, like the Sheikah Slate. It really sets it apart, and each character, like Impa, who I totally disrespected and didn't take enough time to understand when I got her give orders. That's interesting. Each of the characters has very much their own powers and moveset, and they kind of move a little bit differently too. She was like a lot of teleportation, moving around. She seemed, even though I think it was like pretty much the same attack strength, it's a button mashing game at the heart of it. She seemed like a bit of a lighter, faster, quicker character. Her dodge was very responsive. Not to say that Link's isn't. I'm probably just using him differently. And he is very much, if you noticed, a melee type character. All your combos are tight, cool, hack and slash sword moves. I think I really enjoy and appreciate that feeling that it's giving off. Oh. Oh, here's a pinwheel. Is that a Korok seed? Please tell me that is. Oh, that's just brilliant. I just take my money now. Take my money now. Shut the demo off. That's pretty cool. There's Korok seeds involved. Breath of the Wild's reference there. Very interested to see what that means. Just throw bombs. Dropping bombs on them. What else to say about this, but if you enjoy fast-paced Zelda, if you enjoy Dynasty Warriors, I would say that this is a must-buy. Again, this is only 25 minutes in to a controlled demo that we're looking at and being shown, but I really enjoy this game. It's quick, it's fast-paced, it's not getting as stale as I thought it would, to be perfectly honest. I thought I wouldn't be able to stretch a lot out of this and be able to talk. I'm getting mauled. But again, it's definitely enough variety with the enemies. And I love just seeing these characters again. That it's definitely has my attention. This mob one is... What is going on? Am I just this bad at it? So it prompts you where you should use Cryonis, which is nice. I just noticed that. I thought they were casting a spell that blew. tells you that the enemy is charging at you. It tells you when to use your Sheikah Slate, so you have to be quick on your button to catch it. But so yeah, I was not fast enough there. Here we go. Game on, dude. Weak point smash. Defeated. And then with the loot and the items, I'm very, very interested to know more about that, because crafting is one of the finest features. I think you can lose hours and hours of your life never to return Breath of the Wild with that. So with the next generation and what Zelda's been doing, and how you play with Link, I really enjoy that. There's Impa, okay. You know what I never did was press the change orders or give orders button on the ally screen, which can be accessed after pressing. You can give orders to characters you aren't controlling, such as telling them where to move. Oh, very nice. That's a cool feature. And this is the pause screen. It gives a good rundown of your characters. They actually have levels. There's Link is level 5 here. And experience. That's pretty interesting. That's a direct RPG indicator right there. You have the Kakariko Kadachi with Impa, which also has a level. The Soldier's Broadsword, which is a level 1 here, with an attack stat on each 11. That's really interesting. So there's going to be some sort of a build system there. And your spoils. Very nice. They're obtained, and you have inventory. You can't access them, not in the demo. And then you have the nearest announcements, or latest I should say. And then battlefield info gives you locations, and then in the bottom right it says repel the monsters attacking Hyrule Field. And it looks like battle conditions, winning and losing, victory and defeat. Link flees, that's how you get defeat. Very cool. Ooh, I am getting messed up. So guys, honestly, I don't know if there's any more that you need to see of me playing Age of Calamity poorly in front of you. The demo is free right now in the Nintendo eShop. November 20th, 2020 is when it's released. You can pre-order it, although I've never understood pre-ordering a digital copy of a game through the eShop. If you choose, I'm going to go ahead and go out with a bang here. Just give it my all. And end in defeat in the Battle of Hyrule Field. I'm not mad. That's a really solid little demo, even for you to waste a little bit of time with. It's very tempting as well to be able to purchase this game and see it on a much larger format. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of me playing it poorly. And I really hope that more videos are coming your way. My full intention here is to really build out a great, wonderful channel with meaningful content for you guys. I was just excited to start tonight, and I wanted to put this video on. Really psyched for this demo. Being a Dynasty Warriors fan, excited to be able to bring this to you and record it. If you guys liked it, awesome. Please hit like, hit subscribe, as they always say. If you guys hated it, that's great too. Please hit like and please subscribe, and shoo me out in the comments. Let's have some fun here. Really look forward to playing this game, bringing more videos and content to you guys, and honestly, just getting through this Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors style. Really impressed with what I've seen so far, even though it's been less than an hour. I'm really excited to see what the AI is like from the generals, and how the battlefield maps change over time. Just because I'm cynical, the formula sometimes gets stale on that note if it's not done well. But honestly, everything that this demo has shown me gives me a pretty good amount of faith as to this being a solid little time sink. Again, great to listen to podcasts to, zone out on, drop in front of a loved one for the holidays, especially if they can't stop complaining about Breath of the Wild 2. I think this is definitely going to scratch that itch for a lot of people. There's nothing more I can say. Download the demo, see for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, good or bad. I'm a big boy. I can stand it, I can handle it, and I need to hear it to be able to give you guys the best content possible. Oh, poor Impa. And with that well-timed shield surf, Captain Lonely is signing out.